Ostensibly, the Tuesday meeting in St. Petersburg was about trade and energy.
We buy 28 billion cubic meters of natural gas from Russia. 18 billion cubic meters are bought from the state, and 10 billion cubic meters are bought from the private sector.
Erdogan said re-establishing ties also was important for the return of Russian tourists who shunned Turkey after the downing of the Russian warplane in Syria.
We survived a very difficult period in our state relations, but we all would like, and we feel that our Turkish friends also would like, to overcome these difficulties for the sake of our citizens.
But the visit was largely a show of defiance on Erdogan's part, says former U.S. Ambassador to Turkey Mark Pierini via Skype.
Even before the coup, Turkey was pretty isolated, I would say. And now, after the coup, which is a huge humiliation for the Turkish president, for the state, they want to show that they are in business. And since they dislike the attitude of the US and the EU as a reaction, well, they preferred Russia's reaction.
Moscow would welcome Turkey's alienation from the European Union and NATO, says Russia analyst Jeffrey Mankov in an interview with VOA via Skype.
For Putin and for Russia, I think exploiting the tension with those Western partners and encouraging Turkey to see itself more as an independent player that defines its own strategic interests and focuses those interests more on, let's say, the Middle East rather than on Europe and on NATO, is something that would benefit the Russians very much.
Analysts agree the Russian and Turkish governments have too many conflicting interests for a relationship that would threaten Turkey's Western allies.
Turkey's security anchor is NATO and the US, and Turkey's economic anchor is the EU. And you can turn it around as many times as you want. You're not going to find many alternatives.
The United States said Tuesday that Turkey and Russia have many common interests that must be addressed. A spokesperson said their meetings will have no effect on U.S.-Turkey relations. Zlatica Hoke, VOA News, Washington.